Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. It is that time of month, year. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to get out. But it's time for another monthly update. Now, May is finally over. By the time you are seeing this, I'm recording this the day before my graduation, but by the time you guys are seeing this, I am a college graduate. Yeah! Um, I am very, very happy to be graduated. I'm taking a gap year to work on personal projects and just, kind of get better in my own field, but that's, neither here nor there. So that's what I'm going to be busy with doing. Applying for stuff sucks, but we got to do what we got to do. So, that's kind of what's going on in the personal right now. Just graduated, looking for work, and also now that I have more time, I will be pouring more effort into the YouTube channel, which I have missed so very dearly. You have no idea. Now, speaking of YouTube goals. Now, again, I've said this in multiple streams, multiple updates. I am working on Echoes of Wisdom. Things are kind of chugging along as they chug along. Every one of my voice actors is also in college with me, so while I have been trying to get voice lines, they have also been doing their finals, and also, believe it or not, they have their own lives, and I don't pay at all because I don't have the money to pay. So, um, I am definitely going to be, a little bit more, how should I say this? I'm going to be a little bit busier getting Echoes of Wisdom actually set. I'm working on episode 6 right now. I haven't made much progress with it, to be honest. I've been getting a lot of the audio together, but when you guys see why that episode, when you guys see the audio for that episode, you will understand why it has taken me so long. I pinky promise you. But yeah, in terms of YouTube, the goal is to get Echoes of Wisdom done. I have actually made some decent progress in writing Elden Ring. That has been happening in the background while I've been doing all this other stuff. So, Elden Ring it's gonna happen. It's right after Echoes of Wisdom in terms of big projects. And Echoes of Wisdom realistically only has 6, 7, 8, 3 videos left. So, soonish. But that's the YouTube goals is normal. I do have more goals I want to talk about, but that's gonna be addressed when I bring up the calendar. Now, stream wise, I should still be streaming Age of Imprisonment. We decided on stream that we would 100% the game. I would also just like to pause and take a minute and thank everyone that has been popping in for those streams. Toy Chica, Jan, Walker, all of you guys have been Grayscale. All of you guys have been really true Hylian on TikTok. I'm sorry, I keep trying to say something, but I'm trying to shout out everyone. True Hylian on TikTok, Rosanna on TikTok. All you guys consistently popping in stream does make those so much more enjoyable than you might think. It's just nice to have other people there to talk to. Streaming to no one, I enjoy the game, so playing the game is fine for me. But streaming to people and having those conversations we've been having has genuinely been a ton of fun, and I do appreciate all the support. And the streaming has been going really good. I've been getting a lot of watch hours for it. In terms of watch hours, we are at 1,038 out of 3,000. If we get to 3,000 by the end of summer, I will officially be a paid YouTuber. Which honestly, if I stream every day, that might be a goal to get the watch hours I need. Because if I'm not doing a lot of this stuff this summer, like the sit down, if I'm not doing a lot of the work this summer and I'm doing a lot of freelance and it's you plan each week, yada yada yada, then I'll probably be streaming way more consistently. I'm gonna see how I can get some weekend streams going so we can keep the watch hours rolling. But eventually we will get to the paid YouTube era, which would be astonishing and awesome and lovely because I do think I've put some pretty good videos out. And the streams have been an awesome way for me to just meet new people. And you guys are all so incredibly awesome. And I would love, I like in talking to all of you. It's been a ton of fun. But yeah, so thank you for that. As you can see, there are 2 games chosen next. Now, this one did I forgot about it, to be completely honest with you. But we have Ultra Kill. We have the new layer of Ultra Kill, which I have not forgotten about. I've been consistently reminded. Shout out Will. but I am going to be doing the new Ultra Kill layer as soon as I'm done with Age of Imprisonment. We are going to be 100%ing Age of Imprisonment on stream. I don't think we have much longer with that game, to be quite honest with you. We've been making leaps and bounds every single time we turn on the stream, so again, not too worried about it. Right after Ultra Kill, which Ultra Kill will only be a couple streams, because Ultra Kill I'm only covering the new layer. I'm not doing like P rank or whatever on all of it. No, it's just going to be Ultra Kill, layer, then Ghost of Yote right after. Ghost of Yote will be similar to Age of Imprisonment, where I do try and do a lot on stream. That's just how I've always done those types of games. And yeah. So one of the things I would also like to bring up is that, again, I am graduated now, so I will have more time, but the time I put into this depends on the feedback I get from people. And I'm not saying feedback like, do this better, do this better. I'm just saying, like, if I throw something out there, however well it does, gauges how much I want to put into the YouTube stuff. Because, at least in my eyes, it's a two-way street. Especially since, again, I'm not getting paid. If I want to do YouTube stuff and all that, that's great. But I can't put, like, an 8-hour editing day into my schedule because there's a chance that that video only gets 10 views. You know what I mean? And not that it's a waste of time, because it's a piece of art that I made and that I love making, but I need to make time for work that's actually going to get me money and get me to places I want to be and get me the knowledge I want. So all that to say, it depends on the interactions that I get. If I feel like YouTube is going, I'll probably push more on YouTube. I'm not against the idea. But if I don't feel like it, I'm probably going to stay where I am, streaming consistently, but I'm not going to push myself to get Echoes of Wisdom out every week. That is damn near impossible for me. But yeah, that's kind of that. Now, what I would like to talk about is the calendar. Now, to start off with, I said I had a YouTube update I wanted to talk about when the calendar was pulled up. The YouTube update is, in this corner, you will see Outlast Trials 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, you might be wondering, Scott, that's a lot of Outlast Trials for 1 month. That is because, from now on, I'm going to be picking a game to essentially no life / grind out for a month. Because, to be honest with you guys, I have loved all the friend swap games that I play. But the big thing that I find with friend swap games and games like Outlast Trials, Far Far West, Repo, Peak, I feel like every time I play them, it's only for a little bit at a time. And I can't really, I can't learn as much as I want to do or explore a new update in a game. Because even with the new update for Repo, I probably explored about 25% of that because I only did one video. I did a 1-hour recording on that, called it a video. It was a good video, did great. But I personally don't feel like I got to explore all of the game that I very much enjoy. So, from now on, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be doing a friend swap game a month. Now, this month I decided Outlast Trials because I have an itch to play that game. But I'm probably going to do a little community poll next month about what game you would like to see. I think the big ones on my list, Far Far West is off the list, unfortunately. There are 2 video ideas I have for it that you guys might see here and there. But the problem with Far Far West is just that, and I love the game, let me just put that out there. It's just the problem is, content-wise, there is not much left for me to do. There's one thing left, which is I want to make a video on Bandito, which, if you don't know, it's the final level of the cactus spell upgrade. You get this guy that just runs around slugging things, and I think it's great, and I want to make a Maharaga joke. And there's also, I want to beat a run on Night Rain with the boys. But those are the only 2, those are the only 2 other video ideas I could possibly think of, because even the different maps only have the same bosses. If they add new bosses or events or missions, whatever, I'll be happy to go back to Far Far West. But until then, I'm probably not going to make more than just those 2 videos on it, which is why it's kind of off the list for right now. But yeah, next month I'll probably do a little bit of a poll to see what you guys want to see on the channel, and I'll probably do it a week in advance of the monthly update, so I can put it on the calendar and kind of announce to you guys what the winner was, even though it's a poll, so you'll be able to see anyways, but shush. But yeah. Echoes of Wisdom, as you guys can see, will be taking up the Sunday slot. Again, I'm sticking with my it'll get done when it's done, because that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. I do wish I could get it out faster with the editing and all that, but again, I want these videos to be good. I don't want them to be rushed, and I would rather take a month on a project and have it be my ideal work than take a week on a project and have it riddled with mistakes. personal preference. The other thing you can see is there will be a lot of Expedition 33 coming your way. It is a little bit weird that it's broken up, like you're not getting episode 2 this week, you're getting episode 2 the next week, then 3, then 4, and then you're skipping again because we have the July update. I'm not a fan of that in particular. If and when I do finish Echoes of Wisdom, I do want to start Elden Ring. Like, ideally, I would like to start an Elden Ring thing right after a monthly update, so I could be like, hey guys, stay tuned for tomorrow for a super cool update trailer. But if I do finish Echoes of Wisdom early and like in a decent time, I'll probably drop 2 Expedition 33 videos a week. And just so you guys know, this series is going to be about 13 episodes long. Not Ghost of Tsushima length. Not like a lot of these game series I don't want going above 15 episodes. And that will lead me to my last thing with videos. I'm sorry. I know I've been yapping today. I do have one more thing at the very end, but like whatever. Now, with games like Expedition 33, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Ghost of Yote, one thing that I have been heavily debating on with my videos and how I go through things on my channel is how I go about games like that. Because Echoes of Wisdom and Elden Ring are in a category of their own with the type of videos that I edit, where I can have fun, I can do whatever I want, and like I can add some bits to the story, I can bring the voice actors in, yada yada yada. But like games like Ghost of Yote, Age of Imprisonment, where they have voice actors that are like speaking a lot, and they have like a very predetermined story that isn't really kind of like a carbon copy of anything else, so to speak. That's not the right wording for it, but that's what I'm going to use for now. For games like those, I think it would be dishonorable to the game itself to edit it the way that I edit Echoes of Wisdom. But I also can't do it the way I did Ghost of Tsushima, where I did damn near 30 videos on it before I started doing Echoes of Wisdom type videos. But the problem with doing the Echoes of Wisdom type videos for Ghost of Yote would be I use a lot of amped up music and I use a lot of comedy. It's supposed to be it's a comedic video. For those games, it's hard to go comedic, at least in my opinion, as soon as something bad happens. Like for someone to die in a story and me to be like, well, now that we're moving on to like, that just doesn't fit, and I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to the story that way. What I will say is, if you guys wanted, and this is I'm stealing an idea from Max over here. You guys know I'm a very big fan. But if you guys wanted to see a incorrect summary video, I wouldn't call that's Max's thing, and I will never taint the name of an incorrect summary. But if you guys wanted to see videos like that where I did sum up the entire game in a video, I'd love to do that. I think that would be awesome. But there's making a comedic video, and then there's making a series. I want to make series on these games, but this also in turn means I'm not going to be covering side quest content in videos unless it is an astounding side quest that I feel needs to have a video. Will not be covering it. Like, for example, in Expedition 33, Simon will most likely get a video. Will the random gestural quests I did all over the place? No. But that's just because I want it to be on the story of the game, and then the like top tier, pardon my voice crack, and then it's going to be on the top tier parts as it. That's it. So, with all of that being said, be prepared for Expedition 33 because it is going to jump around a little bit when we get to the axons, because I will jump from one axon straight to the next, because again, none of that like middle content is going to be shown. And yeah, that's how story games are going to be done for now. If I end up discovering something different about it, then I'll do something different. But until then, that is the format. Now, the last thing I would like to say is I'm a very busy person. And this is a note for all of my fellow content creators. And this isn't like, sorry, this is sounding like I'm going to be mean to people. It's not. I'm very busy, and I am not the best at reaching out to people. Any content creators out there, if you do want to collab or record or have me edit a video for you. Please. If you want any of that, please find some way to get my attention. I'm going to put my YouTube jobs link in the bio of this video. You can comment on this video. You can probably find a different content creator that has my Discord and they'll give it to you, or I'll even give you my damn Discord myself. But I do really want to collab with more creators and kind of grow the web of like who I know on YouTube. But I would, I can't just do all the reaching out myself. And I'm not saying that people haven't reached out to me before, but like any content creators, please, I know I say I'm busy and these videos are an example of just how much I'm doing, but please reach out. I would love to collab with a lot of you. And the reason I haven't yet is because I'm just too all over the place to schedule anything. But like, if you want to, just throw yourself on my radar and I promise I will get something sorted. Yeah, that's basically it. Like, I don't want that to come off the wrong way. I'm really just asking people if they want me to be in a collab or anything. Just reach out and I'll make it work. Because I really do. And I am going to be messaging people about collabs soon. But at the same time, like, I gotta, I can't do... I mean, I'm not saying I do all the reaching out, but I can't do all the reaching out, if that makes sense. Like, long and short of it, any content creators that wish to collab with me, please just message me and let me know, and we will sort something out, because I would love to collab with more creators and meet more creators and work with more creators. I'm just busy and bad at reaching out. So, like, teehee, help, perchance. But, yeah, that is all the time that I have for today, and that's all I have to say for today. A little bit of a yap fest today, because a lot of stuff is kind of getting rolling with this channel. We are working our way up towards 3,000 watch hours, which is a wildly insane thing to be working our way up towards. But we will see where the road takes us, my friends. We are working towards 4,000 subscribers right now. We are working towards getting paid on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you all so much for your support, and especially the people that have been like showing up to the streams. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. It really just makes streaming itself a lot more fun to me. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next whatever you see me in. Bye bye.